This segment is brought to you in part by amazing new products, making the things that make your life worth living.
I'm Susan. I'm an outdoor enthusiast and mother of 12. I've always enjoyed the untamed freedom of the great outdoors. There's something sensual and fulfilling about a walk in the woods, listening to the sounds of nature, smoking cigars, and drinking cheap beer. But in 1966, everything changed when I was savagely attacked by possums and left for dead. As I lay scared stiff on the cold forest floor, I thought I'd never be able to hike alone again. Thank goodness I discovered Hiker Man.
Hiker Man. He confuses and frightens wild animals, keeping you safe. Set him up next to camp and enjoy the great outdoors like never before. Made of polyurethane vinyl, Hiker Man is more than a simple inflatable. He is, in fact, filled with real blood. Available with a variety of expressions just right for your situation. His look of subtle indignation terrifies most forest predators. Really ticked off Hiker Man keeps bears and wolverines at bay. Then there's drunken and aloof Hiker Man, specially formulated to incite panic in chipmunks and biting insects. Hiker Man, your man away from home.
Now, whether I'm relaxing in the sun, playing nude volleyball, or just starting things on fire, I can enjoy the outdoors safely and securely knowing Hiker Man is watching over me.
Get your Hiker Man today with just 3 easy payments of $12.72. Credit card orders call 1-800-HIKER-MAN. Not available in stores.
Hiker Man, I love you.
Jennifer's new apartment was vacant, but it wasn't empty. An ancient device of unspeakable power awaits her.
She's Malatesta. She talked with dead people, with ghosts. And one day, she just disappeared. You move into her apartment.
Jennifer was desired and then seduced. Now the horror begins, and no one can stop it.
Linda, have you seen my scarf?
No, why? You leaving? What's wrong?
My mother, she's in the hospital.
Again?
Yeah, the hospital must have gotten your number from my service. I'm sure she's fine as usual, but I better get going.
Ferry leaves in 5 minutes. Nick, can Slater borrow your Jeep?
Of course, the keys are in it.
Horrors from beyond the grave pursue Jennifer.
It started on Christmas Eve, the night that I got the first message.
There you go, folks. just a little preview of things to come on tonight's show. And indeed, welcome to the Horror Mike Show on this fine and fiendish Friday evening. I'm your host, Horror Mike, a filmmaker with over 30 years of experience of making incredibly suck-ass indie films for your pleasure. Okay? So, there you go. In any case, what you just witnessed, that incredible freaking catastrophe of a beginning, was, of course, my film, Horror Anthology Movie Volume 1, which you can now rent on Amazon. I am going to drop that link in the chat as soon as I can find it. Here it is, folks. There we go. Yeah. Horror Anthology Movie Volume 1. Get it while it's hot, okay? $1.99. You can't beat it with a stick, my good fiends. Also, you saw a little comedy commercial from Zombo and Zombo's House of Horror Movies. Now, if you're not aware of Zombo, he's a horror host. He's got his show that comes on Monday nights at 8 p.m. and then midnight. As a matter of fact, it's on midnight. It should be on midnight tonight on the Monster Channel. And he's also on Other Worlds TV, which is also similar. During the weekends, they have the horror hosts and stuff. But he's pretty hilarious. And that was just a little commercial, which I will show you later, definitely. Again, because it is rather humorous. Then we saw some trailers from some of the films that we're going to be watching tonight, folks. Remote Terrors. That is the main subject of tonight's show. We're talking about people going to places that they want to visit, but they don't want to die there. But guess what? They will, and horribly. So that is kind of the emphasis there. We saw a couple of clips. You may have noticed a very young Woody Harrelson in the clip from Bay Cove, which we're going to be taking a look at real quick here. And what the hell else was in there? A couple of other fine selections. We are covering Paganini horror. I have covered that before, like over a year ago, but it's worth covering again. Let's just put it that way, folks. It's a hell of a flick. And other films that take place in strange locations. Okay, that's kind of the idea there. Plus, not only that, but I'm going to show you all the thumbnail that got me banned from YouTube for a week. Yes, booted with a strike. Yeah, strike on the old community guidelines for explicit sexual content. My good fiends. That the hell is what I'm talking about right now, if you can believe it. And you're going to see it. You will see the explicit thumbnail that got me kicked off of YouTube. But of course, you're going to see that on Rumble. We're going to shut this down at 9 o'clock here on YouTube. It is concurrently playing on Rumble, but we're going to shut down the YouTube portion. Going to go to Rumble. And then I'm going to show you that explicit thumbnail. Oh, get ready. Woo, doggy. That's what I'm talking about right now. So, in any case, folks, that's what's going on tonight on the Horror Mike Show, for Christ's sake. And, all right. Hold on. Let me just check something. I just want to make sure. Today I'm doing it a little differently. I'm actually standing up. You know, I'm trying this. We'll see how it goes. It's not as stable, but it might actually be better. And if it does work out, I might do all the shows this way. I mean, what the hell? Why not? You know, I mean, Jesus. We'll see. We will see. But first, before getting into the movies, my good fiends, let's head on over to the chat and see who's with us tonight. Let me see here. We got Jarmello 2006. Jarmello 2006. Hello. How are you doing, my good fiend? Good to see you tonight. Let's see. Dave James is here. Hello, Dave James. Great to see you. Norin Rad is here. Bay Cove. I love this part. Yes, it is quite hilarious. With we're gonna look at that again, folks, with a young Woody Harrelson, who makes the mistake of borrowing the Jeep. Okay, you don't want to borrow the haunted Jeep because, well, that's kind of going to end up badly for you, as we will see very, very shortly. Once again, folks, that's the location to get my freaking movie, Horror Anthology Movie Volume 1. Now renting on Amazon for a measly $1.99. You can't beat it. You just can't beat it. Dave Jane says, rule number 1, never say what could possibly go wrong. Yes, because if you say that, your car's going to explode. And we're going to see that again. Now, that's from a film, pardon me, that's from a film called Spellcaster, starring Adam Ant, believe it or not, my good fiends. And we're going to be looking at that again. We're going to see that scene again because it is freaking hilarious, man. It's about as funny as the camping sequence from The Prophecy, in my opinion. I mean, come on. It's way up there. Okay, we got that. I thought that was Woody, and you thought right, Dave James, because indeed that was Woody. And probably one of his first films. I believe it's made for TV. And we're going to dive into that incredibly quickly. As a matter of fact, let me just check one thing here. Okay. I am using a new deal here. I'm off of StreamYard, folks. StreamYard sucks the balls. Okay, so I'm now using Streamlabs, which is less than a third of the price, and it basically has everything. Okay, it's got all the basic bells and whistles. So okay, heads up. They're telling me heads up now. Okay, let's take a look here. Where the hell are we are doing that. Let's take a look and see how we look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I can hang with that, I think. Although it's not showing the. Let me see if I oopsie, you little bastard. You little bastard. How's that look? Now we can see the titles. That's much better. And of course, as you can see, we are now on Tubi. If you, for some reason, have not used Tubi yet, you really should, because it's fantastic. They're free films, of course. They're ad-based, so you're going to have to watch some commercials, but they have got one hell of a selection. Some of the strangest, rarest flicks that, look, your pal Horror Mike here, I haven't seen many of the films they put on Tubi. And we're talking about movies that go back to the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Just some stuff that, came out under the radar. And we're going to look at a couple of those films tonight that I, never seen before. So that's one thing about Tubi is that you are going to get some really great flicks over there. And it is highly recommended. Tubi, it's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. You just have to watch some commercials during the films. But as you can see, folks, the first thing that we are looking at tonight, the first film is Bay Cove. Oh, yes, good old Bay Cove. Good Lord. Now, I believe this is was originally a made-for-TV movie. It's got TV 14 rating from 1987. I am not 100% sure, but check out the cast. You got Tim Matheson, Pamela Sue Martin, Barbara Billingsley, Jeff Conaway, and of course, as we saw, and they list here, Woody Harrelson, who is in this hilarious scene that we're about to rewatch. So I think you're going to dig the hell out of that. Directed by Carl Schenkel, ladies and gentlemen. A young couple moves to a quaint but strange town, only to suspect that their charming neighbors are part of an ancient witch coven. Of course they are. Oh, God, yes. So that's the whole thing behind Bay Cove from 1987, folks. And, well, of course, as I said, I do have a nice little... Now, this is the slightly longer version of that trailer, so it's not a trailer. It's actually a scene from the film. So let's take a look at it.
Linda, have you seen my scarf?
No, why? You leaving? What's wrong?
My mother, she's in the hospital.
Again?
Yeah, the hospital must have gotten your number from my service. I'm sure she's fine as usual, but I better get going.
Ferry leaves in 5 minutes. Nick, can Slater borrow your Jeep?
Of course, the keys are in it.
Thanks. Let's go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You be careful. Call me tonight. I'll be home.
Right.
And so goes the tragic end of Slater, a.k.a. Woody Harrelson, in the film Bay Cove, of 1987, folks, in what has been described as perhaps the best scene in the damn film. Okay, just a little warning there. Okay, it is made for TV. You're not going to get anything. It's no graphic gore, no TNA from Bay Cove, but that scene is pretty damn funny, I must say. Watch out for the cursed Jeep. Okay, I just holy Toledo, that is just so damn funny. So there we have Bay Cove, folks. On to now. Now we're moving on up a little bit budget wise, and so forth. Gore, a little bit of TNA, and all that stuff with the Oracle. Woo, the Oracle. Yes, indeed. Now this one's rather rare too. It's from 1985. As it says, a murder victim's spirit reaches out from beyond the grave in an attempt to possess the body of a young woman who has moved into his old apartment. Starring Caroline Capers Powers, Roger Neal, and Pamela Testa. Directed by Roberta Finlay. My good fiends. And, good Lord. I also happen to have a trailer for this one, and it's rather involved, okay? Just to let you know, this is a 3-minute trailer. Now, it's not bad. In reality, it's kind of cool as far as I'm concerned. But, yeah, it is, it's a bit on the lengthy side. Let's put it that way. But let's take a look at the trailer for The Oracle.
Jennifer's new apartment was vacant, but it wasn't empty. An ancient device of unspeakable power awaits her.
She talked with dead people, with ghosts. And one day, she just disappeared. You move into her apartment.
Jennifer was desired and then seduced. Now the horror begins, and no one can stop it. She doesn't know the danger it will foretell or the evil it will unleash.
Jennifer, are you all right? I don't know.
The Oracle. The horror has begun.
What the hell are you doing in there? Jenny!
Are these spirits like dead people?
They're not like dead people. They are dead people. Or demons.
The evil has started. Horrors from beyond the grave pursue Jennifer.
It started on Christmas Eve, the night that I got the first message.
You think I'm crazy? Well, go look in the kitchen. She's in there and I'd kill her.
The Oracle provides the answers to a nightmare of the soul. Jennifer has become the instrument of evil.
Kill.
The Oracle, a power that is ancient. The Oracle, rated R, coming soon to a theater near you.
No one will be seated during the last 10 minutes of the trailer for Oracle. Good God. Yeah, it was a over 3 minute trailer, folks. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but it could have been like 90 seconds. I think they would have been good to go with that. It looks pretty good, though. Okay, I gotta say, the production on it looks pretty decent. The main star is fairly hot looking. So there are some positive things about the Oracle. And next up, we have a pleasant family reunion. They'll be expecting you. Let's check this out, folks. From 1989, family reunion. A dysfunctional family goes to a lonely desert town for Christmas vacation, unaware that a forgotten massacre there is connected to them all. And yeah, this one it just seems vaguely familiar, like I saw it back in the day when it came out. But I can't say for sure. It could be another similar film. I'm not entirely sure about that. Starring Mel Novak, Jack Starrett, Lyle Knaus, Janet Lee Orcutt, and A.J. Woods, directed by Michael Hawes. So it is family reunion. I do not have a trailer for this one, and the trailer kind of looked very mediocre. So we're we're going to move on up to the east side, my good fiends, and get to arguably the 3 better films of this segment. Let me take a look, make sure that, yep, there we go. And as you can see, Spellcaster, that image is of Adam Ant. He is in this freaking movie, Spellcaster. Let me get, I saw a few people had posted in the chat. Let me get back to that for a second. Dave Jane says that Jeep had some respectable hang time. Indeed. Good Lord. Lauren Rad says, Woody. Yep. Young Woody Harrelson, folks. Meyer Greenblatt is with us. Hello, Meyer Greenblatt. How you doing? All right. Folks, we're about to head into the bizarre world of Spellcaster. Okay? This one, I don't know. The saving grace about this, folks, is that the trailer, this is the killer. And it's not a trailer, it's actually a scene from the film, but it's one of the funniest damn things I think you're going to see this week. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Let's go into the particulars of Spellcaster. 1988. Contestants journey to an Italian castle for $1 million treasure hunt, unaware of the deadly secret that the castle's lord is hiding. Starring Adam Ant, yes. Richard Blade is in this film. Gail O'Grady, Harold Pruitt, Bunty Bailey. Can't forget Bunty Bailey, folks. Directed by Rafał Zielinski. Okay, and yeah. It's, well, how should I say this, folks? This is one of the greatest scenes in the film. What I'm about to show you is definitely one of the better scenes in the whole damn film. Check this out. Yes, folks, what else could possibly go wrong? Well, the car could explode. And that is indeed what happened, my good fiends, in Spellcaster. Yes, it was Adam Ant, you know, with doing his spells, making that damn car explode. Good Lord. I mean, there you go. That is just, it's almost, it's damn close, folks, to the prophecy. You must admit. I mean, it's freaking close. I don't know. You guys tell me which is better. You just saw that. Let's take a look at the prophecy. Which one is funnier? That is tricky. That is tricky, my good fiends. I really love them both for the comedic value. But Spellcaster, man, exploding car. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Next up, one of my favorite pieces of key art for a film, this poster, Paganini horror. My good fiends, Daria Nicolodi, Jasmine Mamone, and Donald Pleasance, and a bevy of hot Italian babes. That's what I'm talking about, Paganini horror, folks. You got to watch this, 1989. It is definitely worth a watch. Directed by Luigi Cozzi. Hey, I'm going to make him a movie about the Paganini. But he's an evil Paganini. He sold his soul to the devil. As it says, Life truly goes to bloody hell when a sexy all-girl band records a rare song by a composer who was rumored to have sold his very soul to the devil. Directed by Luigi Cozzi. My good fiends, you got to check it out. It's worth seeing. There are just some, look, it's not all great, but there are some really good scenes in this film, and it is on Tubi. So I do recommend it, at least for one viewing. You know, that's what I'm saying. Next up, we got The Witch. Which witch? I don't know. It's this witch. It's an earlier witch from 1966. Wow. There we go. A womanizing author is lured to a mansion by an older woman under the guise of working as a librarian. Of course, they always do that. But the truth is far different, folks. Starring Richard Johnson, Rosanna Schiaffano, Gian Maria Volonte, Sarah Ferrati, and Margherita Guzzinati. And believe it or not, directed by Damiano Damiani. That's pretty much what we're talking about there. And they have a TV mature rating on it. I believe there is a bit of TNA in this 1966 film. Naturally, it's Italian, so you're going to get some action, I do believe. So that is The Witch. Nice poster art, too. It's interesting. I'll say that. I like the Spellcaster one, too. That's pretty cool. So, all right. All right, folks. Well, let me check something real quick. All right. I think we're just going to zip on over to Rumble at this point because I can't wait to show you the thumbnail, folks, that got me banned. You got to check this out. But first, let's check out the YouTube chat before we go over there. And I want to make sure that I can. Oh, that's right. Okay. I got it. No problems. I think. Hold on here. God. Okay. Maybe I can do this. I just want to make sure that I can end this bastard the way that I want to end it. No idea. Oh. Hold on. All right. Details? Now, where the fuck is it? The hell? Customization? Maybe. Nope. Okay, this is really screwed up. Hold on, folks. I'm just trying to get a handle on this freaking, what the hell is good? There we go. Got it. I've got it. Good Lord. All right. There we go. We got it, folks. All right. Let me check one more time with the chat. I see somebody's chimed in. Favorite sleeping bag kills the prophecy and Jason X. Yes, Jason X is also fantastic. I love that. I've got it somewhere. If I can find it, I'll play it tonight. I've been building up the library, of course, of my favorite short little things there, little clips. But in any case, folks, yeah, we're gonna mosey on off of YouTube. So I'm dropping in the, there we go. I just dropped in the Rumble link, folks. We're going to Rumble because, well, that's where we need to go. Because it's not censored over there. Okay, I don't have to worry about shit. I can show you the explicit thumbnail that got me banned. Ojo, K-Ojo is here. Kojo, how you doing there, buddy? So, in any case, well, you just showed up in time because, once again, pay attention. That's the Rumble link. You got to go over there because we're about to kill the YouTube stream. All right? And we're going to go over to Rumble. Get ready to rumble, folks. Here we go.